downtown Channel 2 News at 11. We're on it.
And first tonight at 11, an Amber Alert has been issued for these two children. You're looking at Bailey and Braden Begay. Police say they were taken by their father, Brandon Begay, from a town in Utah and could be traveling to southwest Colorado towns like Cortez or Telluride. They are in a 2005 Ford F-250 with temporary Arizona tags. If you happen to see either of them, call 911.
Right now at 11, the final preparations to keep everyone safe for the All-Star game being made right now.
Yeah, tonight Denver health paramedics are stocking their ambulances, getting ready to place them along with paramedics across downtown. It's already been a busy summer for them, with paramedics responding to at least 43 heat calls in the last month. They say combine that heat with alcohol and altitude, and it could be a very busy weekend.
Together are a pretty potent combination, especially if you're not from a higher altitude location. Probably a lot of heat exhaustion. I would imagine some alcohol related injuries and falls and things like that.
Usually public safety agencies have about 2 years to plan for an event like this, but this year, of course, they did it in just about 3 months. Downtown Denver hotels are getting very busy and ready for the All-Star game.
The Riley Hotel opened up during the pandemic, so this is the biggest event that they've tackled so far. They are sold out on Monday and Tuesday. They're adding staff to handle those larger crowds, but they say finding workers is still tough for those in the hospitality industry.
It's definitely been a little bit of a challenge throughout the industry and throughout the city, but I think we have the advantage because we're a new property and we're kind of the place to be in Denver now, so we certainly had an advantage.
The Maven Hotel at Dairy Block tells us that it is also facing similar challenges, and this will mark the first time since before the pandemic they've been sold out for consecutive days. So that's great to hear there. All right, here's one of the best things we saw in Colorado today. Ahead of the All-Star game, Major League Baseball umpires delivered 100 Build-A-Bear Workshop furry friends to kids staying at Children's Hospital in Colorado. They also handed out outfits, baseball, activity books, crayons, and smiles to the kids there. The event was hosted by the Umps Care charity, the official philanthropy of MLB umpires. Love to see that.
Well, All-Star Weekend could cost you a lot of money. For Monday's Home Run Derby, StubHub has tickets available ranging from $108 all the way up to $50,000 for a suite. And for the actual game, tickets running from $160 up to $15,000. With those prices, it's putting the game out of reach, of course, for many families in Colorado.
But there are still some ways that you can get into the action. Channel 2's Ashley Michaels has a look at some of the fun you can have without breaking the bank.
It's America's favorite pastime, and this week, Colorado is its focus. But All-Star Fun isn't just All-Star Games. As tickets soar higher than home runs, there's plenty happening outside the field you can do on a budget. Let's start with parking. Spoiler alert, it's going to be expensive.
So why not ride your bike? Hear me out. There's plenty of parking. It's totally free and just steps from the stadium.
Park it there or right over to the Colorado Convention Center. That's where the MLB Play Ball Park is happening. Tickets are free, but hard to get if you didn't already reserve them. We're told the MLB will release a few more each day at allstargame.com. You just have to keep checking. If you're not lucky, you're not out of luck. There is a free all-ages street fest happening just outside Coors Field 2. It's on Market in Larimer, featuring food, music, and baseball-themed goodies. But what about watching the game?
A game this big calls for a screen this big. You can catch it at McGregor Square and for free on any TV that has Fox 31.
Or how about this?
We're seeing kind of a surge in interest.
And if you still can't see your favorite All-Stars in person, there's always paper.
These are a number of 1960 Topps baseball singles.
Mike's Stadium Sports Cards is putting on what they say is the biggest trading card show in Denver in 20 years, over at the National Rodeo Complex all weekend long.
I'm sure a lot of the vendors are going to tailor their tables to make sure that they've got lots of cards for the guys who are involved in the game this weekend.
This one's not totally free.
So tickets are $10 to join. Kids 12 and under get in for free.
But totally budget friendly.
So don't be afraid to come down. You can bring $5 and walk away with some great cards as well.
Ashley Michaels, Channel 2 News.
And right now we have a full list of events posted online at KWGN.com. You can watch the big All-Star game, of course, over on our news partners at Fox 31. Coverage starts at 5 with first pitch at 5:30.
Well, now some new information about a story we first told you about last night. The Cherry Creek State Park Natural Swim Area is now back open. It was closed because of high levels of E. coli in the water. which we're told are now back at a safe level. And Dave, that water probably felt pretty good out there today.
Oh, yeah.
It was so hot out there. All you could think about was water.
Yeah, I mean, we had the same problem earlier in the week, and so good to have these swim beaches back open when you're doing this. Take a look at these high temperatures we posted today. Hottest day of the year in Denver so far at 102 degrees. Triple digits out west, northwest, pretty much all over the eastern plains with the hottest temperature, 105 down in La Junta, and they'll actually be hotter than that tomorrow by a degree. We did pick up some showers, some late day cloud cover providing shade, some thunderstorms delivering rain. In a lot of cases, the showers evaporated, leaving us with gusty wind. And tonight, the lightning is up near Steamboat Springs and out here towards Cheyenne Wells, and it's coming to an end. Tomorrow, we'll wake up with a mix of clouds and sun. Clouds will build during the heating of the day, and there will be some spotty showers and thunderstorms again. About a 10% chance up and down the Front Range, a few up and over the mountains, and clearly maybe the greatest chance for a shower or thunderstorm with rain. Some of the ones closer to Denver and the Front Range may evaporate, leaving us with little rain. Those will rumble away until late tomorrow night, so be prepared for that. And the heat is on. As I mentioned, look at this. We could be hotter here in southeast Colorado. 100 plus degrees, 106 possible in La Junta tomorrow. We've got triple-digit heat out west, hot 90s through all mountain communities. And while I don't have Denver at 100 degrees tomorrow, that 98 would tie the record for tomorrow. And believe it or not, that 102 we had today didn't break the record. It was 103. Your hour by hour dipping into the 60s. That's a warm morning low and then quickly racing off. Look at this. Already at 90 degrees by 11 a.m. tomorrow. So we could break the record tomorrow, tie it at the least. We're talking about seasonal 80s coming in over the weekend, actually a decent weekend, but then the heat and a few storms in the form of 90-degree temperatures do come back for the All-Star game next week. We'll show it to you in Pinpoint Weather.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Developing right now, a Medina alert has been issued for this truck. It was stolen today near Sheridan and 56th Avenue. While the suspect was trying to steal the truck, the passenger door was bent backward. It is a 2020 Chevy Silverado with Colorado license plate BCB P65. If you see it or know anything about who took it, you're asked to call police.
Well, a major milestone in Colorado's fight against COVID-19 as Governor Polis declared an end to the state's health emergency. Today, the governor rescinding all executive orders related to COVID-19 and issuing a new recovery executive order focused on returning the state to normal. Governor Polis has issued more than 300 executive orders since declaring that state of emergency back in March of 2020.
We wore masks, we practiced social distancing, we sacrificed time and holidays with loved ones to keep ourselves and our communities safe. And by and large, it worked. Thanks to you, Colorado had the 10th lowest fatality rate per capita of every state in the country.
The governor today did stress the importance of vaccinations, highlighting that 99% of those still dying from COVID are people who did not receive the vaccine.
Developing tonight, a COVID-19 outbreak has been connected with the Country Jam Music Festival that was held last weekend in Mesa County. So far, there have been 18 reported cases from people either working or attending that festival. With an average of 24,000 people attending each day, this is Colorado's largest country music festival. Mesa County public health experts expect there to be more cases in the coming weeks.
So we fully expect that there will be more cases associated with it, and we're ready to respond to those. But that's why it's really important for anybody who has symptoms to remove themselves from work or from childcares, just to keep themselves and to keep those around them protected if they may have been exposed.
Attendees were urged to wear masks and keep a minimum of 3 feet from each other, but many people did not.
Well, as the search for survivors ends in that building collapse in Florida, Mike Stratton sharing this new picture with us of him and his wife, Cassandra. She was inside that building when it collapsed and her body still has not been found. Stratton releasing this statement today, in part saying, quote, "Cassie meant so much to so many and everything to me. Hearts around the world are breaking as friends and family accept the loss of a bright and kind soul with an adventurous spirit." That spirit now lives in all our hearts as we will forever remember the love that she gave and keep her memory alive in stories that make us laugh and smile.
Some new details now. The Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control unveiling its firefighting air tanker. The new aircraft has already been involved in fighting at least 3 different wildfires this summer. Combined with other air tankers, it has dropped tens of thousands of gallons of fire retardant.
Our fire problem is changing, and we're working hard to adapt to respond to that appropriately. And that takes a lot of work, a lot of partnerships, a lot of conversations to make all of that happen.
Fire agencies are expecting higher than normal fire activity this year, especially in the northern and western parts of Colorado. Scammers are flocking to Denver ahead of the All-Star Game. Still ahead, how to make sure you don't get a hold of fake tickets.
An Uber driver caught going more than 100 miles an hour with a passenger in the car. Well, police have to say if you find yourself in a similar situation.
And get ready to pay more for gas. A look at just how much prices are expected to go up next.